Bhujangasana, which is also called as Cobra pose. Today I have come up with a video where I'll be showing step by step how to do Bhujangasana, and if you are a complete beginner, I have included two major preparatory poses which will help you to learn this pose even better. And if you are already practicing this pose, I have included some of the tips which might help you to learn this even better. And obviously I have included what are the benefits and who should not practice this pose in the video. So enough talking without wasting any time, grab a mat and let's get started. So let's talk about Bhujangasana benefits. Actually Bhujangasana has n number of benefits, I cannot list them down. So some of the major benefits are, if you start practicing Bhujangasana on daily basis, you will eventually develop a flexible as well as very strong spine. There will be less chances of having spine injuries in your future. And if you are planning to deepen your back bending practice, this is one of the pose which will help you in deepening your back bending practice. And then it allows to stretch your whole body, it allows to tone down all the muscles, it allows to strengthen your arms, opening up your chest. You will feel a lot of opening in your rib cage and chest and your heart eventually, and it helps in toning your abdominal muscles a lot. It creates a lot of awareness in and around your navel. So if you're planning or you're looking to reduce belly fat, which almost all of us these days, so this practice can be one of the best practice to incorporate in day-to-day life. Like I said, Bhujangasana is a back bend. So if you have any spinal injury case or you are recovering from any surgery, in that case you should avoid practicing. If you have lower back pain, or while practicing if you experience any lower back pain, then you should consider not practicing this Bhujangasana. Apart from that, obviously a pregnant woman should completely avoid this practice, and if you have wrist injury or neck injury, then you should be really very cautious or should just not practice this pose. And apart from that, I think everyone can practice, but while practicing, if you are a complete beginner, you should be little mindful about your shoulder blades, so that you don't hurt it, and obviously you shouldn't be hurting your lower back. So you need to take care of these things, and rest you are all good to go to practice this pose. So if you are a complete beginner, these two pointers are going to help you and going to prepare you for learning your Bhujangasana better. So the point one is, when you get into a Bhujangasana, you don't lift your shoulder close to your ear. They should be relaxed down and open. It should be like this. And elbows, when you keep it down, there is a tendency elbows goes out away from your body. So what you need to do is shoulders down and elbows right close to your body. The next point is, when you lie down on the mat, learn to twist your feet. So when we do Bhujangasana, there is a tendency our heel falls out like this. So that is a mistake. What we are trying to do is, we are trying to put our top of the feet on the mat and stretching it out completely. So for that, let's practice 2 times. Stretch it completely, and 2. Now left side, notice this. And relax. So if we just practice this little bit, then we will be more aware of our feet alignment. Now let's practice the level 1. For that, keep your elbow and your shoulder in one line. Okay, like this. This is the level 1. So first go down, and with inhale come up. No unnecessary pressure. Don't force yourself and come too high. It's okay if you are here also. Just try to touch your navel to the mat and stretch your feet together and stay here. Look ahead. or maybe little talk, whatever feels comfortable. Just breathe for 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3, and exhale, gently come down. This was the preparatory pose. Now keep your palm next to your chest and stay here. First, learn all the alignment first. Your feet has to be stretched out, palms next to your chest, elbows next to your body, ear and shoulder stays far from each other, and with inhale you come up. Stay here. If you are comfortable till here, stay here and breathe. 1, 2, 3, and gently go down. So when we come up, there is a tendency we go high and we shorten our lower back, which eventually causes lower back pain. So we don't want that. We will go gradually slow up, but we will try to open our chest and our shoulders as much we can, so that we lengthen our spine, and which actually we want. We don't want to shorten our spine, right? And in between rounds, you can just relax in Makarasana. For that, use your hands like a pillow and just place your head on top of your palm, and you can keep your feet like this or just straighten, and just close your eyes and just relax a bit before we go deeper into the pose. 3 breaths here. 2, 3. Now we will be going deeper, and we will try to strengthen our arms as much we can. For that, place your palm, spread the weight as much you can, spread your feet together, and with inhale, gently come up with control and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and with control come down with exhale. So now relax in child pose for good 5 breaths, or maybe more if you need them, because we have done back bending, so we need to round our back now to release all the extra tension which might have caused while practicing a back bend. Breathe here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you are ready, come up. So that was all about Bhujangasana. I hope you have learned a little bit more about this pose than before. If you have enjoyed watching this video, hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel and turn that notification on, so that whenever I upload a video, you get notified, and comment below if you want to see such more videos from my end. On that note, I'm Malika signing off for today, and I'll see you next time. Until next time, keep practicing and bye-bye.